So this is how to pass the Cambridge speaking paper, step by step. I'll go through each part of the exam separately. So there are 4 parts. I go through the general principles, so it should be useful for both B2 First and C1 Advanced exams. Firstly, part 1. In this one, you'll be asked a set of very simple personal questions that you just need to answer fluently and react quickly. You shouldn't take too long to think, and your answers should be around 2-3 sentences long. We don't want any one word or one sentence answer in this part, and you really shouldn't hesitate too much. You'll be probably very nervous because it's the very first part of the exam, but try to stay calm, present, breathe right, and don't think about all the things you could have said differently or better. Just focus on reacting quickly to what they say, extending your answer a little bit, and speaking fluently. And don't try to force any super advanced, complex grammar and vocabulary at this point of the exam. By the way, if you still feel like speaking is super difficult after watching this video, then you can join my Cambridge Confidence program, where I work with students one-on-one, practicing speaking and give them real feedback on everything they say. So you can just click the link down in the description and join. I'll see you inside. And then we have part 2, which they call the long turn. And basically it's the one with pictures. In the B2 First exam, you'll be given 2 pictures and 1 question. In the C1 Advanced exam, you'll be given 3 pictures and 2 questions. In C1 Advanced, you will have to choose 2 out of these 3 pictures. So you will have about a minute to talk about those pictures. You should describe them very briefly, then compare them, and then answer a question or 2 questions in C1 Advanced. You shouldn't describe every single detail that there is in the pictures. No, you should describe the actions, what the people are doing, maybe why they are doing it, but really don't describe all these small things like weather or clothes or stuff like that. Then compare them, so find what's similar and what's different, and lastly, answer the question for both pictures. This one is all about time management and just doing enough practice so that you can kind of feel how long the 1 minute is. Couple of things to keep in mind. It's always in the picture, so in both pictures, in the second picture, and all of that. Don't ever say at or on the picture. Then use speculative language, so modal verbs and things like, oh, it seems that, or I can only imagine they could be, because you don't really know what's in the picture actually. You are just kind of speculating, guessing. So you should even use the present continuous tense. Not they play, but they are playing. In the picture, there are 2 people playing football. So let's move to part 3 now. Part 3 is the collaborative task, the one with the diagram and 5 prompts around it. This one feels quite intimidating for most students, but it's actually very simple. You'll have to work together and interact with your partner. You'll have 2 minutes to discuss at least 3 of these prompts out of those 5 in the diagram. In this one, you should take turns and speak back and forth. Don't try to have a monologue for 1 minute and then say, oh yeah, it's your turn, and then they will speak for 1 minute. Definitely not. So when your partner says something, then just react to what they say, like I agree, or I'm not really sure about that, or I would not really agree with this one, or just to show that you understand, that you listen, and that you know how to react. And don't say more than 3-4 sentences. After that, just ask your partner for their opinion, like, what do you think, or what would you suggest, or what's your idea? Just to keep the conversation flowing. After 2 minutes, you'll be given 1 more minute to try to reach a conclusion or reach an agreement. This means you should persuade the other person to agree with you. You'll usually have to choose which idea is the best or the most important. Remember, in this part of the test, you don't always have to agree with your partner. It's okay to disagree, and sometimes you even have more to say. Okay, now part 4. The discussion. In this one, you'll be asked more open, more abstract questions, where you need to give your own opinion and perhaps say if you agree, disagree, and give some reasons, examples, or arguments for your answer. Sometimes you will have to collaborate with your partner, but sometimes you will speak on your own. Make sure you are listening to what your partner's saying, because they might ask you, and what do you think? Or do you agree? And so then if you are caught off guard without listening, it's really difficult to recover from that. So even if the topic is quite difficult, just try to keep speaking. Try to say, yeah, I'm not really sure about this one, but I think you can kind of guess, speculate. There are no right or wrong answers in this one. By extending your answer, you are providing more content to mark. So try to really demonstrate your level. Show them what you got and that you deserve the certificate. This is your best opportunity to use some nice advanced vocabulary or some advanced grammar structures. And that's it. You'll be surprised how fast it is. And maybe you will even say, oh, that was fun, or I enjoyed it. So it's really not that terrible as it may seem now. And finally, a couple of tips for your preparation. Try to persuade your friend, family member, or really anyone to practice speaking with you. Because one thing is doing it on your own and practicing alone, which can be great, but it feels kind of strange. But yeah, sure, why not? But when you're speaking with other people, there is this sort of pressure and you might feel more nervous, and it's very different. Then I would suggest not just talking about some random general things, but practicing with actual real sample questions. So find some pictures on the internet or sample part 3 questions and you're good to go. So this is all really simple and easy, but the hard part is feedback on your speaking. And that's exactly where I come in with my Cambridge Confidence program. Because there I work with a small group of students, one-on-one, practicing speaking and giving them feedback on everything they say, which is priceless. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, you can just check it out by clicking the link down in the description. I'll see you inside. So yeah, I'm happy if you found this video helpful and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.